Welcome to the lecture to talk about using wildcards and the like statement in SQL. Once again, I am in Microsoft Access. I'm going to click on Query Design. I'm going to close the Show Table. I'm going to switch to SQL View, and I'm going to shrink this down a little bit. Again, I'm going to use the customer table as my example. I'm going to shrink that down a bit. So we've seen so far how to use the where clause to get certain data out of the table, but we may be in situations where we'd want to find all of the customers who match a certain pattern. So that's what the like keyword does. The like keyword matches records based on a pattern. So for instance, we'll use select star, right? Select star is the wildcard that basically says, give me every column. That's the most basic select statement that you're going to come across. So that basically says, give me all of the columns, and I'm going to say from the customer T table. And now, this is where, we're going to use the like keyword. So now we're going to say where, let's say the customer name starts with the letter C. All right, so where customer name like, and we're comparing character data, right? So I'm going to use an apostrophe. I'm going to use a C. I'm going to close that. Right, now this isn't going to work, just want to show you where it's like C, right? When I run that, nothing comes back, and that's because there are no customer names that are just C. What we need to use is we need to use wildcard characters to let Microsoft Access know, and again, this is specific to Microsoft Access, the wildcard characters can differ from database management system to database management system, but here, the wildcard character is the asterisk. So now it's basically saying where the customer name starts with C. Right? So it starts with C and then anything can come after it. Notice that the asterisk is inside the apostrophes. So now when I run that, I get back Contemporary Casuals and California Classics. Okay, because they both start with C. Now, let's see what happens when we put the asterisk on both sides of the C. Okay, this is saying that give me all customers that contain C, that have C anywhere in their name. So now when I run that, I get a lot more back. So not only do I get Contemporary Casuals and California Classics, but I get M&H Casual Furniture, I get American Euro Lifestyles, I get Battle Creek Furniture, and I get Mountain Scenes. Well, the C is silent there, but you get you understand what I'm saying. So that's using wildcard characters with like. There's one other wildcard character. So the asterisk is basically all encompassing, so it doesn't matter how many letters there are. We can also use the underscore to find specific spaces, right? So what I'm going to say is I want to find anybody who has a P in the third character, right? So the underscore is used for that. So now I've just put in 2 underscores, so that means the first 2 letters can be anything, but then the third letter has to be a P, and then I'm going to leave the wildcard because that indicates that anything after that is fine. So this is going to say, find me anyone, any record where the third letter is P, and I'm expecting impressions to come back. So when I run that, nothing comes back. Oh, that's right, because in Microsoft Access, the wildcard character is not underscores, it's question marks. Silly me. Underscores are Oracle. So anyway, when I run that, now I get impressions back. So in Microsoft Access, when you want to replace a single character the question mark is used as a wildcard character to represent exactly one character, and then the asterisk is any character. So now you know how to find how they start, and whether it contains, and whether there's a specific letter. This is usually pretty good with like telephone numbers. For instance, you want to find everybody who's in a particular area code. It's a very good, very common way or reason to use like and wildcard characters. And that is the end of my video lecture on using wildcard characters and the like keyword.